Woo woo! What up? What up? It's your girl Nova. I'm about get these ladies paid. I mean the WNBA. All right, that's as good as it's gonna get.
Hey, what's going on, Nova?
What up, Baba Ruski? Let us know what's going on. What's up with our ladies?
So we're talking WNBA negotiations for the new collective bargaining agreement. And so every few years, right, the players and the league meet up and talk about how much people are getting paid. And that's a pretty big deal, right? A pretty big deal. And so
Yes.
just for context, right, when the league first began to have a salary cap, essentially how much each team can spend on players per year. That was like back in like 2005. And since that point, it's changed a lot. And so let's look at how it's changed. It's like I mentioned, right? 2005 was the first time. It was about $600,000 was the amount each team could spend on salaries.
Wow, that's like nothing.
Nothing at all, right? And it stayed about like below 1 million until 2020, which was the last time that the players and the league had to negotiate a new collective bargaining. And for the first time, it went up 30%. And so it went from being like just below 1 mil to being about 1.3 mil was the salary cap. And so it's kind of gone up a little bit.
That's so
recently.
crazy. That is so crazy. Like that's a fraction of like one star salary in
it's
like the NBA.
It's an absolute fraction. It's so small. And so, I mean, the league has not had a player earn $1 million ever. And so now we are in 2026, right? The league has seen a huge boom in the media rights for TV. We have expansion teams coming in who have been bought for a crazy amount of money. And so with this current agreement, the question is how high can we push the salary cap, right? That's been the main contention point. Like how high can salary cap go? And what is the salary cap going to be based on? Okay. So in this current salary cap proposal, which the league has given to the players, they are trying to propose an increase to 5 million as the salary cap, which would be a huge increase, right? Going from 1.5 to 5 mil, that's a lot. That's a lot. But the players are saying, we don't want that because right now the league is saying that we are going to base how much the salary cap is based on. That's going to be based on net revenue, right? So net revenue means after all the you take out expenses, right? Like what's the profit? And then we'll give you guys a cut of profit for the salary cap. So the league is saying that they will give players 70% of all profits from the league.
Whoa.
The players are saying, no, we want 30% of gross revenue. So just the revenue outright, right? We want 30% of that, which if you kind of do the math, that will be about a 10 million salary cap next year for players.
Aha, I see.
So the league has proposed 5 million and the players want 10 million. That's how far apart we are right now in terms of negotiations.
Wow, that's 5 million steps to take before you're on the same page.
Yeah. So this is there's a lot of numbers here, right? But this kind of shows each season since 03, the salary cap. Can I zoom in? Let me see if I can. Probably can.
There you go. Nice. I'll have my reading glasses on.
So this table shows like the history of the league, right? It kind of shows the season, minimum salary and max salary, right? So let's look at kind of minimum and max salary, right? So
yikes.
Back in 03, max was 85,000, minimum was 30,000. That's crazy, right?
It's like a corporate job. That's like an average corporate job.
Yeah. Fast forward to last season, right? The maximum contract was 249,000. About $250,000 was a maximum contract. last season, and the minimum was 66,000. All right,
Wow.
and so once again, that's like it's so to go from that to a million, right, is a big jump. But once again, that's based on what the league has proposed. And so if it was a 10 mil salary cap, it would be a 2 million would be a maximum player could get, which would be um, a huge jump, and it's something which once again is great. But then that means more money out of the pockets of the owners. The owners don't want that. That's where we're at.
All right, so give it to us straight. Like, what is the chance that they strike for real? That they can't find like a way through in the negotiations?
Yeah, I mean, right now the deadline was January 9th to come to a deal. And so they missed that deadline. So at this point, we're in a period of like essentially limbo where we are going off of the former collective bargaining agreement, but any side can choose to initiate a strike at any point from now on. The player union, the players, right, have voted to, if need be, go on strike. So they've okayed, right,
Yeah.
pushing that button to go on strike. So that's something which they can at any point push that button and declare strike. And so, yeah, and in the last meeting the players and the league had, the league came to the meeting and did not bring a new proposal for the players.
Ooh,
So the players were like,
that's disrespect.
why would you come to a meeting for not have a new proposal? Why are we doing this for? And so it was established that next time they meet, the league has to have a new proposal. It's on them to kind of bring something new and then see where it goes. So yeah, it's pretty far apart right now. Like I mentioned, it's 5 mil apart. That's a big number. So what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts?
I mean, I think it's absolutely despicable the difference in what women and men make for doing the same exact type of work. I don't understand why it's so much less valuable to watch women play basketball than it is to watch men. And I know you don't agree with that at all, but it's just, I just can't believe the numbers. The numbers just, it doesn't add up. It doesn't add up, especially when you see, what these soccer players are making. I think I sent you the list of like the highest paid athletes in the world. I think it was all just men.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's a lot of football players, not American football, but it's just like, what could they possibly be doing to warrant making this much money? Like, there's just nothing they could be doing that would be worth that. And for these women to have to struggle, and I met a former professional basketball player who's a woman recently, and yeah, let's just say she wasn't set up for life the way that a former like NBA player would be. And I think that that's ridiculous.
Yep. I think lots of people agree with you. And so hopefully that will change and the players will get at least a piece of what they're worth, right? It might not be all of it, but hopefully something closer to what they have in mind.
Yeah, I hope they break that glass ceiling. They bust the roof off that. And they just, sky's the limit.
Yep. All right. Take us home, Nova.
You know what we about. Let's get these ladies paid. And we mean the WNBA. We'll be back with more facts and fun and hot takes soon. See you then.